Peace be upon you. I hope you all are having a good day. It's been a while since I've produced my weekly videos. I hope you all are in a well mental and spiritual and emotional state of mind. I'm getting a lot of calls and emails about the level of anxiety and depression and loneliness that people are experiencing due to the quarantine lifestyle and COVID-19 and the loss of jobs and just the added stress, finance, family, all of it. And I invite you not to suffer in silence and don't sit quietly and not say anything. A lot of people are experiencing the same feelings, and they're going through similar situations. Reach out, connect with them, connect to therapists, your local, spiritual communities, chaplaincy. Just reach out and seek support. I want to thank each and every one of you who reached out and texted and called and sent flowers and sent cards. It was so sweet. And reacted to the post in regards to the passing of my grandmother, the last grandparent. May God bless her soul. I really appreciated your sentiment and wanting to share your condolences with the family. May you be rewarded immensely for your efforts and for your gestures. Grief is a funny emotion. It doesn't just hit you and leaves. It stays. It actually lingers. And it's almost like the ocean waves. It comes and it goes. And sometimes it brings sweet memories. Sometimes it brings sad reality. And we all have different ways of coping and relating to death and the end of life. And we all process grief differently. And we all have different spiritual, ways to relate to death. I know it's a reality of this world. I'm not doubting that. But it's still painful. It's still sad to lose someone. The idea of to not see them again in this world, in this life. Sometimes it's unbearable. And some people might think, oh, she lived a long life. Yeah, she lived a long life filled with lots of memories and stories and all sorts of goodness with everyone around her. This grandmother, may God bless her soul, was my first connection to the Palestinian struggle. She actually lived through it. My mom was born in 1948, and my grandma had to walk from Palestine to Jordan as she was kicked out of her home. My grandpa was taken as his city was going through ethnic genocide, ethnic cleansing, and his last name was changed, and it took her many months to find him. Historical events and stories that I wouldn't find in a book also ended with my grandmother. My grandma was the refuge from my parents when I didn't see eye to eye with them. During college years, I would just drive up to her house and have lunch and dinner with her and just vent to her. And she would always have a sound advice and a good guidance. May God bless her soul. If you are experiencing grief, give yourself time. There isn't right or wrong way to do it. It's personal. And allow yourself to honor your emotions and feelings and really take your time. Some days you will feel okay, and some other days you won't. And it's okay. There is nothing wrong with you honoring your emotions and feeling sad for their departure. That doesn't make you less of a believer. You can be a very strong believer and still be sad. So honor your emotions and feelings and support yourself by ways that you know that will support you. It could be taking a nap, taking a walk, looking at their pictures, making supplications to them, giving charity in their name, spending time with those who knew those loved ones that you are missing, connecting with them. That will all support you. So find ways to support your grief. And those around you who will tell you, you need to be more patient, you need to have, stronger faith. Yeah, thanks. You're not supporting me. I want to say something in regards to grief. There are some people in our lives who perhaps had a fallout with, and perhaps they don't know how to come and mend things and say, I'm sorry, but then they show up when you're going through hardships. They show up in moments of grief. They show up to provide service. I invite you to receive them with full forgiveness and gentleness and care. I'm not saying go and be BFF with them. That doesn't mean everything that happened before just forgotten. Just receive people's way of wanting to mend things with gentleness. It will say a lot about you. It's not about them. Grief also will show you the ways people put aside their own grief to be there for you. I remember a lady showed up at my grandma's funeral, and she was sitting next to me talking to me about my grandma, and she was really, really, really sad. And I said, I appreciate you being this sad for my grandma. And she said, I buried my mom a week before. And that really touched me, for her to put aside what she's going through to be there for people. That's beautiful. That was really beautiful to experience from her. I wish you all healing and peace of mind. And I wish you connections that will bring you balance and stability in your own lives. Have a good day.